Hello. So I got some more books. It's January? Yeah, I think it's like a January/December haul. No, I think it's just January actually. Most of it's philosophy. And the first one I got was Cicero's political speeches. I think I now have all of Cicero's books. I believe this is. Yeah, this is. There was two that I needed, and I think I got them. So it's Cicero's political speeches. Cicero on Life and Death. I got this as well. I actually don't know what either one of those books are about, to be honest. John Locke, an essay concerning human understanding. So I read a philosophy of language anthology book that goes over it, like basically synthesizes some of the main arguments from this book. And I've heard so many YouTube videos and I don't know textbooks basically give me like the TLDR of this book, but I never read the book myself, so I'm gonna read it. That's why I got that. And John Locke, the second treatise concerning government and a letter. Second treatise of government and a letter concerning toleration. I have the first one, and I was looking for the second one, but I didn't want to order it from Amazon, and so I got the second one now. Found it in a bookstore. The Data Detective, Easy Rules to Make Sense of Statistics. So I do like to read like books that go over just general ideas and statistics. And this one is another one of them. I'm a bit skeptical about how good it will be. I'm worried it'll be too basic. But I did read a couple of snippets and it did sound fairly solid. So we'll see how that goes. Now, these complete works of Aristotle. What's the inside look like? It's not bad. Yeah, I was looking at these for quite a long time. I also want to get the complete works of Spinoza. This is similar to this. Yeah, I was looking at this for a long time, and I finally got them, thankfully. Sophistical refutations, physics on the heavens. Unfortunately, I do have some Aristotle books as well that are like Oxford World Classics, so I guess I'm gonna have some double buying. It's one of the reasons why I don't like to buy authors one book at a time, because then you might find something like this that's a complete works, and you're like, well, I want that. And now you have a bunch of double buys. And here's volume 2. Let's see, that's TRC. Yeah. Nuclear math and ethics. Economics on plants. Very nice. Very, very nice. So I'm excited for those, and I got them at a good price. Now, in vain with the idea that I'm reading business books this year, I got the Walmart Effect. I was reading an Amazon book, and apparently Bezos was obsessed with Walmart. So I decided to get a book on Walmart, and I'm gonna get the Sam Walton autobiography as well. Or I think it's an autobiography. Carl Rogers, Client-Centered Therapy. So I've got one more Carl Rogers book that I want to get. I got On Being a Human, or On Becoming a Person. And then there's another one called like On Being or something. This one's called Client-Centered Therapy, and it is a much more technical book, I have to say. It reads more technical. I do want to also say that I've been getting into like psychotherapy books a lot more recently, and yeah, it's actually super fun. Therapists are really, really smart. I want to make a video about this. Okay, so this one's Japan at War in the Pacific. This one was actually bought in Japan by somebody who went to Japan. They bought a book for me. And this one's just about the rise and fall of the Japanese Empire in Asia, 1868-1945. Jonathan Clements, this writer, has a bunch of books. But, yeah. This will be fun to read. I have a bunch of history books in Japan, so it fits right into the little stack. History of Albania. I mean, I told you I was going to be doing this one book per country type thing, and I was going to do alphabetical. First one's Afghanistan. I still haven't started that. I've been busy. History of Albania. This was number 2 on the list, and this book seemed decent. Albania doesn't have a lot of good history books, unfortunately. This is probably going to be the most solid one for what I'm looking for, because I want a general history. And this one is general, like look at Albania under the Romans, the Middle Ages, Albanian principalities, the Ottoman invasion, the New Dark Ages, let's see, the rise and fall of a kingdom, the Second World War. It's what you want, right? You go all the way back maybe 700 years, 600 years to modern times. That's what I wanted. And this is the only book, unfortunately, that I could find on there. There was no other ones, so I didn't have much selection. But that being said, people said this might be the best book they've ever read on Albania. So, we'll see. The last one is For God, Country, and CocaCola. That's such a good name. I really appreciate this name. The Definitive History of a Great American Soft Drink Company. So, again, reading business books. I'm a big believer in the Coca-Cola stock, and not just in America. I also own it in other countries as well. And although that being said, in other countries it tends to be just a distribution company. But the financials are very similar. This is literally, it's kind of interesting actually. It's like someone took the idea of writing a history book for like a general history for a country and decided to do it for Coca-Cola. It's quite interesting. Let's see. In the beginning, so 1886 to 1899, the Heretics and the True Believers, 1900 to 1922, 1923 to 1949, we have the Golden Age, Trouble in the Promised Land, 1953. It's like a history book. It goes all the way up to 2013. So that's the last book. So those are some of the books I got actually this January. I do have some personality disorder handbooks on the way as well, but they're behind. They're delayed. So that's it for January. And with that being said, bye-bye.